such ambition, and again, Ioan Lloyd goes on his way. He's got Thomas.
Hello and welcome to GDD Coaching and Analysis. Now every team plays with a shape of 9, but not every team does it well. And in this video we're going to have a look at how Bristol are nailing this area of the game. I've also done a detailed breakdown in addition to this video of the way the Bristol attack and indeed the way the Bath tried to use their restart to take Rundra out of the game. So do definitely check that one out. Also, please do remember, like down below, leave a comment, and if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. It's the best way to help the channel grow. So for the analysis, I'm going to use my Microsoft Surface Pro, and this will act as my remote. It's paired up with my Coach Paint software. So the play itself starts back in the 22. And for the first phase, Bristol use a 3-man shape with Ioan Lloyd at the back, and then they'll use a 2-man shape, still with Ioan Lloyd at the back. And I love this short pass from Afoa, back to Afoa from Hughes, and then he gives off to Ioan Lloyd, and really unlucky for Bristol perspective at least, really unlucky for them not then to go through and get some points from it. So the play itself, you'll notice, is a 3-man shape, but it's a flat 3, because we've got 3 forwards lined up. That means Ioan now could feasibly hit any one of those 3 players. What we normally see is a deeper forward in behind, and that deeper forward then comes on with depth, but takes away the passing option straight from 9. So I quite like the option of being there. Also notice in behind, we got Ioan Lloyd, and look how tight he is to the play. That means that he can slide off really late, and is really hard to react to. It also means he can't be ignored. So defenders right now, he's right in their right line. They can't ignore him, so he's engaging a few more people than if he slid off slightly earlier. So I quite like that as a feature. And then as the ball is played, you'll notice he stays in shape. So just notice right at the end there. So rather than what we often see from players is that they run off quite early when they don't know they're not getting the ball. Instead, just as the ball comes, you notice that he then sides off onto the next shape. So really cool feature from Ioan Lloyd. Now this next phase, he's already talking to Hughes, asking him to come in and join John Afoa, and now they're into a 2-man shape, but again, he's really tight to it. Now defensively, it's really interesting. The defence are actually up on numbers, and we often hear people say about the numbers advantage and that rugby's a numbers game. I contest that. I suggest that rugby is an opportunity creating and an opportunity taking game. And right now, they do both. They're down on numbers in reality. However, there are opportunities in terms of spacing, so defenders are quite wide from each other. And that means that as the ball is played, we start to see what I would call a corner arising. So defensively, there's now a break in what's an organised line, and that's where the corner is, the break in the organised defence. Now this puts Mercer in a really difficult position. So Mercer is just there. Now he's in the type of position where he can't fully come in, because Bristol have got the gasmen outside, and they're not people that can be ignored. He also can't shoot out and leave the inside because there's too much of a threat, particularly with Lloyd in behind. So he's in a really tough position, but still you'd expect the Bath would have this covered. But this late pass from Afoa is just absolutely perfect. So just as he approaches the line, notice how square he gets. And being squared tells the defender that he's going to run straight at them. Given his attributes, you'd expect him probably to run straight at the defender. But he uses a really short, sharp hand movement. And that makes it really hard to make a decision as a defender. And in fact, the defender fully bites on him and goes through. Now, the quality of that type of player is not that individual motion, it's what you do next. How do you follow that action up? And look at the way he then links up and gets his second touch. Again, Ioan Lloyd in behind, he's not giving up on it. He's already thinking about his potential second touch, an opportunity to get through. So as the play emerges, stays on his shoulder, finds a space, and is there to take the offload. And it's tough then from a Bristol perspective at least, that then the offload then it hits a leg and doesn't quite come off. From a Bath perspective, you're probably quite pleased that happened. As ever, I'm really appreciative of everybody who chooses to watch my videos. I hope you learned something new, or indeed updated some of your current knowledge. Please do leave a comment down below, let me know the things that you picked up, and indeed I'd be really interested to know the type of things you want to see more of. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, please do subscribe because it helps the channel grow. See you again soon.